All right, in the next step in our order to cash business workflow, we just ran the purchasing supply needed report on the previous step, which let us know what we need to order from a purchasing point of view. So that is this report. And so now we're going to create raw material purchase orders to send to our supplier. So in this case, I'm going to be able to order all these needed items from the same vendor. So I'll show you how that's done. So we're going to create a purchase order. So in this case, we're going to purchasing and we're going to manage purchase orders. And we know this is a new order. We don't even have to search for existing orders because the report that we ran told us that we need these specifically. So most folks know Uline. They are a common vendor used across all of our clients. So we'll use them as an example. Okay, so I'm created a PO for Uline, and then once again, I'm going to bring this report over and do a few things to simplify my work here. All right, so I need 500 of this item. So this is where you become a copy and paste master. So most folks would go over to the third tab, which is the grid line, because you can see all the line items the best from this screen. So you have two options in a purchase order. You're either ordering an MRP line item or you're ordering an expense line item. In today's case, this is an MRP line item because this is raw material we need to bring in for a build. But you may also use purchase orders to buy offline supplies, packaging supplies, office supplies, computer hardware, that kind of thing. You can use the expense portion. But in this case, we're going to do an MRP line item. So the first question is, what's the item number that we're ordering? Here's our body line. And we are ordering 500. And then the system is remembering last time I bought it for $20. So there's my 500 of line 1. I can reference the work order if I want. So here's a little just side. You can, on this screen up above, you can search an item and you can see that it's short on this item or it's required by this item. So now back to my purchase order. That was just kind of a shortcut for me to go find the work order number. And I need this in by the 20th so that we can build and ship by the 1st. Okay. So here's the item number, 520 each. There's my work order, add the line. All right, continuing down my list, the next item I need to order is this battery, and I need 1,000 according to this report. So I'm going to add that to my order. I'm going to do for 1,000, and I forgot to enter my work order, which is here, so I can just copy that down. Okay. All right, so let's move on to our third item in the report, which is a BD, brake discs. All right. So here's that. My report says that I need 1,760 of this item. So again, it's bringing in my last cost. There's my work order. Okay. And let's go back to our report, get our next item. HL001, I need 1952 of this one. $107,210, boom. Okay. Back to my report. Last item is the toner hopper. I need 1,500 of these. Add an MRP line item. 1,500. This tells me I've never bought this before, so I need a price. So I did some research and know that it's $15.95, and there's my work order. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click save on that. Update this as needed. I'm the buyer. Those are the terms. This is how they should ship. There's no contact. Let's say ship to arrive by 4/20/2025. Okay, I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to submit this for approval. And what this is going to do is send it through your company approval workflow, which we'll show you now. So I'll go ahead and click submit. And a shortcut for a buyer would be you can view the material requisition workflow from the purchase order management screen. You can just click the requisition. I'm going to, it was sent to Katie because she's the default approval for this facility. But since I have administrative rights, I'm going to approve it and leave a note. Approve it. Okay, so the spend approval is done. It's assigned it back to me for the order creation. I already created the order as you saw me entering it. So I'm going to just say complete the record. All right, so this closes out the requisition. So to review, I created the PO over here and I added my line items. And then once I had all my data in there, I submitted it for approval. It went through the approval workflow and then has become available for me. So now if I click save again, the approval workflow is done. It's asking me to firm the order. So similar to what we did in the sales order, you need to firm a purchase order. It's not available in the system until it's firm. So let's just look at one of our items. You'll see for this body, we have none on order yet. And the reason is this order is not firmed. So let's go ahead and firm this purchase order. All right, it is now firmed. So just to view it one more time, so let's look at that body. Now it says that I should get 500 of these in by 4/20 from Uline. And these 500 are needed for this work order, as we mentioned in previous steps of the workflow. All right, so the next step is to send this order to the vendor, right? So you click print order so you can review it, make sure it's accurate for what your needs are. Make sure your pricing is what you expect, and now you can email this document. So Jim Johnson is the default contact for the Uline vendor, and so his name was already selected. So I can send this order over to Jim. Hello, Jim. Please ship to arrive by 4/20/2025 as requested. Thanks. All right, so we're going to go ahead and send that off to him. So we've completed the creating a purchase order based on the MRP purchasing supply needed report. So now tonight, MRP will run again, and then these items should fall off that report because now there's a firm purchase order in the system that is ready to be received as soon as the vendor ships the order in. So that completes this step of the create purchase order for BAP365.